Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. Hope you and your family are having a fantastic day. Today's tip is all about next week and what we do on Sundays in order to make sure that we absolutely crush our goals for the next week. So I always like to take 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes, sometimes runs a little bit longer, but to get focused on the next week that I have coming up. So this is my little black book that I take everywhere with me. I keep all my notes in it and then I transfer them over to whoever needs them on the computer, but I still like to write by hand. And what I do on Sundays is I sit down and I do 3 specific things to make sure that I have the best week possible coming up. So the first thing that I do is I review the week previous, and all I do is I pull up my calendar, I'll look at all the different appointments, all the different conversations that I had, and then I'll flip through my book from the week. And then anything that's super important that hasn't completed, I will move that into the next week and make sure that all of the opportunities that are from the week previous don't get left behind and that I'm keeping everything on track moving forward. Now, the next thing that I do is I set my top 3 priorities for the week. And this is super important because this actually fits into a calendar schedule technique that I use, where I have an hour every single day that's slotted in my calendar, and I call it the top 3. And that focus time is so I do the sales meeting at 9 o'clock, I do an ops meeting at 9:30, and then I spend an hour of focus time doing the top 3 things that I need to do in order to achieve the goals in our business, but then also my own personal goals as well. And so that hour of time is chunked down on 3 very specific activities. Those are different every week, focused on the large scale goal that I have for the week. So write down here, I've got my top 3 priorities for next week, the 3 things that I'm working on that are the top priority, and that's what I spend that 5 hours of time on each week, moving that project forward. And normally it's the same 3 projects the big projects that I'm working on that I'm moving towards completion. And that makes phenomenal leaps forward in very short periods of time. It's been a phenomenal way for us to implement some incredible things. And then the final thing that I write down in my journal before I move into the next week is what my routine is going to be for the next 7 days. And the reason why I do that is because once I commit to it to myself up front on Sunday, when Monday morning comes and it's, whatever time it is in the morning, but I get up and I do my exercise and my meditation and all those sorts of wonderful things. If I haven't committed to myself ahead of that time, when I wake up in the morning, it's like, man, am I going to do my workout? I don't really feel like it today. Whatever. It's easy to just let it go. And then once you slip a couple days, it's easy to fall out of the routine. But by getting clear on Sunday night what the routine is for the week and committing myself to it, when it comes time for me to do the activities, I'm just like, okay, it is time to do the routine, and I go off and I do it. So it's a great way to help keep yourself disciplined while also keeping these high performance habits. And I break the routine down into segments. So the first routine that I have is obviously for myself, to keep myself healthy so that I can take care of everybody that I'm responsible for and the commitments that I have. So I take care of my personal exercise. I personally enjoy meditating because I find it allows me to think a lot clearer and to be a lot more productive. So every morning I've got time set aside for my exercise and my meditation. Then after that, the second thing that I focus on is my marriage and my family and my kids. So I will lay out the goals for what we're going to do that week to move a little bit further together and moving forward together. The next thing is health. Thinking about what's food gonna look like for the week. I know that's not something that a lot of people put a lot of thought into, but just determining healthy habits versus not healthy habits. Am I gonna be on plan for what it is that I'm eating, or am I gonna be cheating this week? Whatever it is, but I decide that up front so that I have the control and I know what's happening for the week coming up. And then there's other associated things which I won't share too much on, but those are the main key points. And so hopefully you're watching this and you've got some time to sit down and look at your week coming up and looking at the greatest accomplishments that you have out there for you, getting organized on getting it ready so that Monday morning you can hit it and get to it and have a fantastic week. So hope you're having a great day. And if you have any comments or there's anything that you'd like to see us talk about in these videos, go ahead, leave a comment below. And I'm really looking forward to sharing with you. See you tomorrow.